training back today. By the time you complete this workout, you will have done over 300 reps. You know that I highly recommend that you post up at workstations if you really want to see progress. If you happen to bump into somebody and they try to tell you that you're doing too many reps, you're doing too many sets, you tell them that Lord said you don't know what you're talking about. Them steroids and that TRT will have your views skewed in regards to what the body is capable of and what it can handle, man. Y'all know I ain't doing no gatekeeping. One of the best fitness decisions I ever made was to test everything. And there's a biblical principle that backs that. In the Bible, it tells us to try every spirit. I ain't never been the person you could just pass anything to and I just go with it. Remember, they will constantly move the needle. When you're 20, they'll say when you're 30. When you're 30, they'll say when you're 40. When you're 40, they'll say 50. When you get 50 and you're still loving on yourself and in shape, they'll say 60. They will tell you anything, but what they will never do is admit that they are wrong. You got to think, man. The human body has been under research since the beginning of time, and it's going to remain that way forever. You got to test everything, man. Don't let these folks on the internet with all these intellectual perspectives on how to train and work out while shooting dope at the same time try to tell you what you're capable of, man. There is absolutely no trainer that can tell you what you're capable of. There is absolutely no fitness influencer that can tell you what you're capable of. You go in that gym and you put that work in and you be the best that you could possibly be. This lat pull down exercise I'm doing is 18 total sets and it's broken down into 3 phases. You're going to see me change out the grip handle 3 different times during this. So it'll be 6 sets at each handle, man. Watch and see what I pyramid up to. Pay attention to the rep range, the rep count. And pay close attention to when I switch out the handle as I do the reset, man. All of these details are key and very important for building up definition in the back. Steroids versus obesity. What's worse? You may be surprised by my answer. If you've been following GOAT, you probably won't be. But it is not even close, man. Steroids, by far and away, are far worse than being obese. When I think about fitness as a whole and the whole concept of health and wellness, I think that the most impressive thing that we can do in the gym is lose weight. Everybody knows, on drugs, off drugs, all of us that are serious lifters, mastering the diet and mastering nutrition is the hardest thing to do. You can literally go to the gym for decades and you will see the same people working out and they never transform their bodies. I am telling you this based on experience, like getting a stomach area, getting abs or maintaining abs, losing weight, man, that's it. That is the pinnacle of health and wellness, mastering the diet. If you want any secrets, if there are any secrets to be said or told, that's it. When you think about bodybuilding, the thing that is glamorized the most, that's dominated by drugs. And everybody needs to understand that. That's not necessarily dominated by health. That's its own world. Like when you hear somebody saying they a bodybuilder, there's a good chance you can associate that at some point in their training career or their fitness journey, they either have tried or they are currently doing steroids or TRT. That's just what it is. There is a very small group of us, and I talked about this in the last video. There's a very small group of us that have day in, day out, year in, year out, never used drugs. Work through the injuries, work through the pain, work through whatever, and just stay clean, stay true. It's not a lot of us. Trust me when I say this. I done been in these gyms for over a decade, and the drugs is bad. I put this out there, man, to speak life into the people that do not understand how the body actually works and what a fitness journey is really going to look like, the real expectations. You going to have to go get it every day. If you are overweight and you are lacking confidence, I think that you have the wrong mindset, and I say that respectfully. Whether you are not aesthetic, you feel that you're not aesthetically pleasing or not, get in the gym. You're going to have to win the day every day. There is no 30-day challenge. There is no 90-day challenge. It's going to require a lifetime of commitment, and patience is going to be your best friend. You show up every day in that gym and you focus on proper training and eating right. And over time, if you stay true and you fall in love with the journey, you're going to see the success. You're going to see the body change. Getting on steroids is the cheat code to popping out like you love yourself. And we ain't doing no capping. Anybody wearing my shirts, my hoodies, we not capping. We represent this. We for real. You rocking that goat, everybody know you true. We not doing no capping. There's nothing honorable about deceiving people. It's actually very goofy and very weird to be shooting dope in your body and popping out like you love yourself. And y'all have to excuse me, getting a little personal. I just don't understand the minds of people and how they don't see it. But we'll address that as we get further down the road. It ain't no secret that them steroids can lead to cardiovascular problems. You don't want to end up with high blood pressure, possibly get a heart attack, have a stroke, man. None of that stuff is worth it. You don't want to risk messing up your liver, man. You need your liver. You don't want to have reproductive issues, man. Who out here not trying to reproduce, bro? God literally made us to reproduce. You definitely want to keep your mental health in check, man. You don't want to be shooting dope and it's got your decision making and your thinking off, man. And you also don't want to possibly risk stunting your growth, man. That's one of the things that they talk least about when using steroids, man. That stuff is not even guaranteed to just make you just grow into the Hulk, man. It can actually mess up your hormones and mess up your body and cause you to not grow, man. So be careful. And for you young guys out there, these teenagers that's on the drugs, y'all are who I'm talking about in particular, because that's when the body is trying to do the most growing. Don't offset nothing shooting dope, man. This is a real thing. You can look it up. Now, to be clear, obesity is not good either. Not because of aesthetics. Man, I promise y'all, this is my whole life's work to get people away from aesthetics and focused on internal. The reason why you don't want to be obese is not about fat shaming or, oh, I don't look sexy and all this goofy shit. It is you don't want to have to deal with cardiovascular disease. You don't want to deal with diabetes, certain cancers, your joints and tendons breaking down on you from the excess weight that you carry, and also mental health issues from all of the bad foods that we eat, knocking off our hormones and making our thought process and our minds not be right. It is so important to focus on your mental and spiritual health in these times we living in today. You just want to be sound. Again, health is not an aesthetic. Health is an internal thing. It's a mindset. It's a heart's condition. It's a spirit, man. And that is the reason why you want to be in the gym and working on yourself. Cool. We want to look good. We want to be strong. But those should all be secondary things. Those should not be primary. The reason why people are crashing out and they're unhealthy is because they have the vanity first. They're not worried about what it really looks like. They're worried about an image. On to the next phase of the workouts where we got T-bar rows. We're doing 3 sets of 14. We're doing 7 reps rear delt focused and then 7 reps lat focused. And we're going up a plate after each set. This is one of the exercises that for beginners, in my opinion, that you should absolutely be doing. I built up a lot of strength doing this exercise over the years, and until I got away from it and I started doing more barbell bent over rows. So I'm not saying that you should skip this. I do think it's necessary, but if you really want to build a complete back, you do want to graduate from this lift. But I thought it'd be cool to just get a couple of sets in and kind of show you how I trained it back in the day, how I used to do it to build strength. On to the last set here with 3 plates. And I'm going to be transparent. So here, my goal was to get 7 delt focused and then rack it and then go right into that lat focused pull. And I got 5. But what do you do when you don't get that 7? You regather yourself, you get right back on that machine, and you finish that set. If your goal was to get 14, you get 14. Get your mind right and get right back to it. We ain't ducking no smoke. You don't get stronger by skipping no reps. We want everything. We don't leave nothing on the table. It's important that I say never be discouraged if you don't hit your rep total, man. It could be anything. I mean, I've done a lot of pulls today, but I'm not tripping. I'm going to get my 14 and I'm out. And after all that's done, we still got to get them pull-ups, man. I think I got about 11. All lemon pepper. All drums. If this video has been helpful to you in any way, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share it with the people that you love. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok as well. Also, visit the website, goatlevelfitness.com, and get your legit t-shirt and hoodie today.